Alright guys, I got a special video for you guys today, but I have to cover these basic things real quick for the first minute. So as you guys can see, I cut this spreader bar in half, and other than that, there's no cuts in the wall besides the obvious openings right here where the sheetrockers cut this open for us so I could do my work. So I'll hand it off to myself in a second, but this is what it looked like starting out at the beginning of the day. And then from there, later in the day, I went up and did some more smoke detectors. They told me to go to operating room 7, which obviously was not ready, but I went ahead and did it anyways while I was there, so I won't have to come back and do that one. As you can see, it's the only tile on the ceiling, and this looks pretty cool. This is what operating room looks like above the ceiling. Huge rebar structures holding up the all the machines and stuff like that. Then I went over to the correct room next door, operating room 6, and changed out that smoke detector. But other than that, that was pretty much all the extra stuff that I had to cover today, and besides this one right here where I cut in this box, which you'll see shortly, and then the beginning right here. So I'll leave it to myself. Here we go. Alright guys, it's been a really long time since I've actually made a video at work with audio, so let's just do it. So today I worked on cutting out some receptacles from the backside. These were added after the fact because they never knew what they wanted. So when is the perfect time to do that? When everything is finished, of course. So they had to open up this back wall for me. I went ahead and put in this box right here. So I just cut out the mud ring, and luckily that worked out just perfectly. And then I added a little piece right here with 2 flex connectors, reducing washer. Then I went ahead and screwed that in with a spreader bar backwards so I can support that nice and steady. This one was matched at 14 inches, and I'll tell you about that in a second. Here's the box right here, and the spreader bar, and there's a reason why that's taken apart, but I had to move this conduit right here because that went straight into here, so I rerouted that with the wire in there already. So I just flexed that with the 3/4, go from 3/4 flex. And then over here, same scenario, add another box up here. I just chopped this one in pieces, as you probably already saw. Well, maybe not, but I'll throw that up. So anyways, I chopped that right here when I started this morning, and then I added this piece back, and then I realized there was a gap, so I added a piece back in the middle. So now that's super solid, screwed that back together, put screws through the back of the box, and then from there went ahead and flexed down. This wasn't really a real support, but just something to hold it out of the way. Anyways, I got that down there. It was a little bit lopsided, so I used some washers down there to space it out. So that one is done. But you'll see here, this one was at 20 inches, and this was at 14 inches, and I made a mistake, which was I poked a hole through the back because I just assumed that it was 20. Forgot to come through the other side, check it, and it was 14 inches, so I was like, I made a mistake. Turns out I was actually correct because someone else mounted this box at the wrong height at 14 inches, so I went ahead and took that apart, and now moving that one up to 20, and there'll be a bumper guard that'll cover that, so that all worked out perfectly. I just have to reroute this and rewire this from the receptacle that's on the other side, which you will see here in a second. But I got that cut out here at the end of the day, so everything is working out great. Back is feeling 100 times better than yesterday, so that's why I'm at work today. So I'm happy that my back is feeling good. Bath really helped, like I said. But anyways, got this all done from the back side. So like I said, that's going to be covered. This is going to be my new receptacle, so I just have to do a little piece of flex here. I have to chop this pipe back a little bit, but I'm going to flex into a box and then rewire that because the wire is going to be too short. So I'll rewire that with like 15 feet of wire, or I mean like 12 feet or something like that, because it's already at like 9 or 10 feet. So I'm just going to throw like another 3 or 5 feet on that just to be safe. So anyways, that's what I did. I cut this one open myself right here, so I'm pretty proud of that. Not the worst, but as you can see, they had to remove the guard right here on this whole side, so that just ripped off the sheetrock right there, so they'll have to fix that. But they just didn't want to destroy the front side, so take you around the other side here real quick. And this is back in the room that we've been working on. So anyways, here is the front side. So as you can see, that was the original one. That was the one I added, and I was like, oh dang, that's like 4.5 inches higher than that one. And then, so it turns out this was supposed to be 20 inches all along, so I actually lucked out on that one. So I actually discovered an actual problem. So it was actually a good thing that I cut this in the wrong spot. So anyways, matching these at 20 now. This will get covered, like I said, with the bumper guard. Basically just a little piece of plastic that's like 5 inches tall, and it goes across so the beds, when they push the beds in here, it doesn't slam against the walls. But this box right here is piped from this receptacle right here, like 90s down and then 90s over or something like that. So I pulled the wire out, just stuck it back in there. I'll rewire it tomorrow, tie it back in, turn that circuit back on tomorrow once I get that done. And this goes from the nurse call box, as you saw with the flex, down to there, and then up to here. And then same thing on the other side, which is right here. So nurse call, little piece of flex right there, because the offset nipple didn't really work because there was 2 spreader bars here and that it was too tall for that. So I used a little piece of flex. I matched this one at 14, and this one is gonna have to, that's why I took this one out. So I matched that one, but these are both gonna have to move up to 20 now, and then the bumper guard will cover that one as well. So basically you just find the circuit right here, which is 28 right there, which is off of this. So I have to figure out which one this pipes off of, because these are piped because they're critical. As you saw, the other one was piped. So this will pipe off of this one or this one, and then I'll pull out the wire again, cut it up higher, flex it in, add the longer wire, rewire it, turn the circuit back on, all that good stuff. And then this one will get cut up and then flexed up into this box. So that's what I've been working on today. Went pretty smoothly for the most part. Didn't really have any problems, just moving right along, listening to music, so it was a good old time. But yeah, everything turned out well. I used the 1.5 inches on this guy right here because it was a little bit further away than I liked it to, so I added a little bit more still. There's a gap, but that's the biggest mud ring that we had. So anyways, everything is going smooth now. So yeah, that's what I did today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the recap. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. God bless. Have an awesome rest of your day. Love you guys. Peace.